This is the Weather Channel.
Girls Like Girls podcast.
This is the Girls Like Girls podcast. I am Leslie. This is JR.
Gerald, the realist. Second episode with no shades.
That's crazy.
I'm sad.
And I'm surprised no one's pointed that out, actually.
I'm sad as fuck. We don't need to point that out.
Because everyone always points that, like, JR doesn't have her glasses. Someone said that. Maybe, like, 5 people have said that.
I'm sad.
JR doesn't have her glasses. They paying attention to you.
Do these work?
Here.
I just want to show you guys the beauty of the soul here.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
How you feeling tonight?
I'm good. I'm ready. I'm ready to talk about some good stuff, some great topics, dig a little deeper into who we are, and, you know, maybe you guys can relate. Oh, pretty deep. If you guys relate on anything, comment. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel.
I have something for you.
Okay. We are ready.
Okay, I'm sure the audience has heard of it because the audience be like already 3 days ahead.
Yeah, we're late.
But
so.
anyways,
any horror.
I seen this viral thing going around, and it's you static, girl.
Fucking spider. I thought it was
fucking static. Stop. The top 28 worst first dates, restaurants.
Oh.
Have you seen that? The list?
A little bit, yeah.
It was a list, I guess, made by women, right, or some shit like that.
I seen Cheesecake Factory was up there. Some shit like that.
Yeah, that was I think that
didn't read
the
through
first
it.
one.
I didn't read through it.
Hold on.
We're gonna pull it up.
Let's see.
Okay, so this is bad dates.
So bad first dates. What's a bad first date to you? Before I give you
Wait, restaurants only or the whole experience?
No, just restaurants. Like a first date.
First date restaurants that you cannot take me to on the first date?
Yeah.
Ugh, sounds harsh, but I'll say it.
Okay.
Fuck it. Fast food. No fast food.
No fast food?
First date, no fast food.
What?
Not unless that shit romantic as fuck.
Like roses and everything, candlelights.
Yeah, no fast food. That's off. That's off limits. Fuck. I don't know.
What if that's their favorite food though?
Well, that's selfish. It's just their favorite food. You're not gonna ask me my favorite food.
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I need.
We got Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle.
First date? No.
What if that's all you can afford?
That's different. Think about when you first started dating. But we shouldn't be going on dates if that's all we can afford. Like,
hey, that's a fact. That is the real shit. We don't gotta
be going out. You know, we could just go get some groceries and cook at home.
Yo place.
If
you live with your moms, it's cool. Like,
yeah, we could just go ask our mom for some food.
All right, let's see. We got Olive Garden. Wow, that's crazy. The movies. How do you feel about going to the movies on a first date?
Very young, very youth vibe. But first date, it depends.
Okay, where would you want to go on a first date?
Well, look. Yeah, okay, so that's one thing. But when you're young and you're going on dates, a movie theater is what you do.
Right, because that's all you can do. Because nobody drives.
Okay, if the movies is your first date, then we gotta do other stuff around it.
Okay,
like movies,
and then go
then
home.
Then dinner, then fucking an activity. All right, first date, your age right now. First date, could you go to Cheesecake Factory?
Okay, so let me tell you about my no.
All right, yeah, what's
definitely not. But wait, I feel like our first date wasn't really super fancy.
But how old were you?
22.
That's still young.
Okay.
To not go crazy on the first date.
Fair enough. But she had never ate there.
Where was it?
That I can't say.
Where was it?
Burger King. I'm just kidding. It was Taco Bell.
What was it?
It was hot and juicy.
Okay.
Okay.
That's not bad. Okay, seafood is a luxury food. Let's
Okay, it took you somewhere fancy.
you know,
We're gonna
yeah.
stop
See,
playing with
you
me.
went somewhere fancy. It is, especially at 22.
See, but
So
I
that's
feel
not that
like
bad.
I feel like
Is that on the list? Red Lobster
No.
is you getting cold, you getting warmer. I mean,
What about long drives?
oh, that's a good date.
That's a good date.
That's a good
That's
date.
on there. That's crazy. I feel
What?
like a lot of the ones that are on there are fair, but you know,
Starbucks is crazy. Church is wow.
churches,
The
chicken,
gym is like, okay, you're probably 18 years old.
excuse me. Oh, yeah, that wasn't our first date though.
You really get to know someone while you're working out.
Yeah.
Lift. They're all like first
You
date.
should have seen she
God.
was clowning me. Yo, I couldn't even fucking do a pull up.
It's okay. It's okay.
Don't say all that. You were just doing a lot more like body shit.
You were probably in it more, yeah. Hookah bar nightclub. That's so wild. You guys are disrespectful if you're doing
on a
that.
first date. That shit is pretty crazy. I told her, I was like, "What would you do? What would you do if I made you get ready, heels, everything, get your hair? I take you to the drive-thru at McDonald's."
I would be like, is this a test? Is it a test? I'd have to play it cool. I have to
I'd
play
be
it cool.
like, "Let's get one of everything,
Nah.
and you eat it all."
That's the deal. That's the deal for this date. The topic I wanted to bring up was parents. It was in the mirror, and I just feel like we're reaching the age where, like, have you ever caught yourself you look like your mom? Like, maybe you, like, did, like, a fucking, like, mannerism or, like, you said something, and it was like, oh, shit, I sound like my mom right there. I was just, like, I think I was just, like, out of the shower. I had, like, my towel wrapped, and I had a towel, like, on my head. And I fucking, like, looked up in the mirror real quick, and I looked back down, and I was like, whoa. I just look like my mom right mom. I looked like my mom right there, and I was like, that's a good fucking topic to bring up. Like, maybe, like, 25 and up, you start fucking looking like your parents. You start saying shit like them. And my mom has this, like, iconic laugh where, like, if you know my mom, she has this laugh that you can just fucking hear from, like, 2 miles away.
Is that you?
And, bro, someone said something funny. I busted out laughing. They were like, you sound like your mom. And I was like, dude, I look like my mom now. I'm starting to sound like my mom when I laugh. And I'm like, ooh, I'm not getting old, but it's just funny, like, that age that we start reaching. Like,
I feel like I look a lot more like my dad.
You're like, I catch myself look like my dad a lot.
like my dad with, you know, a little bit of titties, and it's just kind of an awkward.
little thicky.
Nah,
little thicky,
you
in
know,
the right ways.
I feel like a lot of my, I guess, my personality, you can say,
Yeah.
like traits,
Mm-hmm.
definitely like are like him. But I fight the urge to be completely like him because
Yeah, like the things you see that you want to
that I
change.
don't like, yeah. But I feel like fuck, like it's almost like, you know, I don't really think it's a genetic thing. I think it's like a monkey see, monkey do. You know, you've seen it your whole life, so it's just like a natural thing. But I'm like, fuck, like why do I do that? You know, like
Yeah.
he's a very reactive person. So am I.
Okay.
And somebody tries to tell me,
But
you need to stop being so reactive to everything.
what does that mean though? Because reactive, like, that could be good. Like, you're reactive to things, you know, like. Oh, it's called a reflex. My fault.
I got
My
them
fault.
too, shit. I got them too, but
No, but like, see, a reflex, that's physical, but what'd you say it was
Reactive.
Reactive is the inside.
like you react to everything. Like, for example,
Like, maybe you should let things go in the moment.
okay,
Like, shouldn't react.
Last night she leaves her shoebox fucking thing open, right?
Okay.
Doesn't fail every night.
Okay.
I got like this much
She's
space.
cracking up in the back.
This much space to fucking walk through to get to my side of the bed. Okay. Meanwhile, Milo got like that much room to lay down. He only needs like this much. Anyways,
Yeah, she had to throw in Milo.
I'm going to my side of the bed. The fucking thing's open. It's clear.
Yeah.
half asleep. It's already fucking late. I'm tired as fuck. Obviously, you guys know that. We were fucking...
Yeah, out. Mm-hmm.
So, I walk in. That shit just goes, wham! Like, the fucking sharpest corner, and it's plastic. And I'm like, ah! She's like, what? Like,
is it dark?
In the bathroom, right? Brushing teeth and shit.
Oh.
It's clear. It's clear. It's fucking clear.
That's true. That's valid. That's valid. It's clear.
You know?
It's clear.
I'm not fucking walking like this. I'm not looking up.
Yeah.
You know?
So she's like, you shouldn't have reacted to that.
No.
You should have hit your head and just
went to bed.
Should have said I love you and went to sleep.
Yeah, so I just feel like there's certain things that I'm like, damn, I really am like him a lot. You know? And I feel like I don't really look like my mom physically, so I can't really relate on that side, but definitely like my dad. And I'm like, fuck.
You were growing up, were your parents strict or were they very like lenient? How was that?
I feel like my parents with me were very lenient.
Could you go like do whatever you wanted to do?
Yeah, for the most part. If I wasn't causing trouble though. If I was causing trouble, then I'd get my ass whooped. But, yeah. And I feel like I can count the times that I actually got like hit by my mom and like still have fingers left over. I feel like it was more so my dad. My dad was obviously more, but I feel like I was his princess, so I was like, I'd still like get away with a lot of shit.
So your daddy's girl?
Big time.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I feel like overall my oldest brother got the really fucking bad end of the stick. I think my parents obviously matured and learned how to actually raise a child after their second and third one.
Yeah.
So, I feel like I can't complain.
Yeah. What about like school for me with my parents? Or let me rephrase that. With my mom, because I live with my mom majority of the time. Like school? Why are you laughing? Like being raised by my mom and just my mom, like I want to know how it was for you in school, because for me in school, like she didn't give a fuck. She only was like, graduate. Fucking graduate. Do what you can. So gangsta. I was like, picked every way to go around anything. So just to graduate. Like, oh, you can have 50 absences? Okay, I was going to get 50 absences and then no more than that. Like, just to graduate. So, and like, I could go home and my mom would be like, do you have homework? I'd be like, yeah, I did it. She's like, okay. And then, like, normal mom, not normal
trustworthy
mom,
as fuck.
She, maybe a different, like, parent would be like, okay, show me. Yeah. Show me your homework. Let's see. Let's look at it. Let's see if you did it. But no, like, that just wasn't like my upbringing. I graduated. I did that, bitch.
One way or another, I made it. Shit. I wasn't a straight A student. Yeah. I'll be honest.
Oh, me either.
I'll be honest. I wasn't a straight A student.
By choice.
But I wasn't like a fucking F or D student either. I was like your fucking average kid in class,
Okay, yeah.
And I feel like...
Like 70s?
Like 80s.
Oh.
Like 81.
Yeah. Did you ever copy people?
What?
You did, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Go on. I just had to just check real quick. You were that hard.
Yo, I'll never forget. There used to be this kid named Tommy. He was like 5'5" in 4th grade, okay?
Holy shit.
He was like fucking tall as shit.
Was my fucking
and
height.
he wore glasses. Honestly, like, everyone would bully him because he was so tall. And they'd always call him like giraffe feet. And he had fucking huge shoes. But I was like always really nice to him. What that mean? Huh? Big socks.
Yep.
And like I would always be really cool with him, and he let me copy his work.
Damn, Tommy.
Man, I wonder whatever happened to that kid. That kid was so fucking smart. He would never do his homework, but he was the only one that would always get 100% on the test.
Dang.
I'll never forget that. Those people were cool. Kid. Yeah, those are like the next fucking Bill Gates and shit. When it got really bad, when I started to get like actually referrals and like be in detention.
Oh, that's the worst.
But I feel like that teacher fucking hated me, and my parents. My parents caught on really quick because it was a very like.
Wait, you had a teacher like that didn't like you?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, talk about that.
She was, oh my gosh, like.
Let it out. Let that shit out.
I've been holding on to this for so long.
I was like low-key wanted a teacher to not like me so I could like be mean to them, but
Okay, so
I didn't fucking care.
like 5th grade was hands down the best teacher in my entire life.
Okay, what was her
My
name?
entire life. Mrs. Perez Gloria. She's a prime like character in
your
SPNF
life?
and everything.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, but we'll
Cool.
talk about the 6th grade teacher because this bitch done caused so much trauma. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Her name was Mrs. Chamberlain. The bitch had just gotten married. She wasn't married when the school year
Fucking
started.
new
And then
weds.
she got married. And
Fucking
then
new weds.
she would get mad at the students when they wouldn't say like Mrs.
Ugh.
She was a skinny.
I hate a teacher like that. What the fuck?
Nothing against white people, but she was a skinny white broad with the square fucking glasses. Okay?
Velma looking ass.
Slick, straight, fucking dirty blonde hair. Oh my gosh, she was like the worst human ever. Like I feel like she had something in her heart very heavy, and she never really released it because, fuck, man, she like
what'd she do though?
anything and everything that would happen in the classroom, it was me.
That's fucked
People
up.
would talk, go outside. She'd make me fucking.
What?
She'd like go outside. I'd be standing outside, right? And the moment I'd sit down, she'd go outside and be like, "Stand up," and she'd go back in the classroom again. And she'd have me fucking stand outside of the classroom until like either class was over, or till we'd go to lunch, or like.
What?
I'm not even fucking kidding you right now. Like this shit. Like honestly, it was so bad.
Fuck? So then she would like give you referrals?
She had given me so many referrals within like a quarter that my parents ended up having to go to the school and talk to the principal and be like,
yeah, what the fuck is going on?
she needs a new teacher. Like this isn't gonna obviously fucking work out.
Were you doing anything?
You know, there was times that I was doing that.
Like,
You know, I'd be like my pencil and shit, tapping that shit. Like there was times. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. There was times.
stop.
But no, you know what though? One time, okay, you ready for this? One time, me and some like 3 other little friends, they were bad. Like I wasn't even bad compared to them. They were bad. We went to the Circle K like a day before, and we came to school with our backpack, like our front backpack pocket full of straws.
I thought you were gonna say candy.
No, straws, okay? You should have seen, we fucking put spitballs all over the classroom without her even noticing until she realized it, like after like 2 days or some shit. There was like
crusted
everywhere. And she fucking went through everybody's backpack and who had the fucking straws.
Jackpot. Fucking Jennifer again.
Wait. You know what my punishment was?
What?
She didn't even write me a referral. This is how crazy the bitch was. She grabbed the whole fucking Gatorade bottle, you know, like the fat ones. Do you remember the Gatorades back in the day, how fat they were?
Yeah.
She emptied out the whole Gatorade bottle in the trash can, and she made me fill up the entire Gatorade bottle with nothing but spitballs.
Like brand new ones?
Yeah, like... No, like brand new ones. Like she gave me a whole notebook and said, fill it up.
Dude, that's not
I'm
right,
not
bro.
even
That's not
lying,
right.
bro.
I
I
promise
swear.
you that she's not normal.
God is my witness.
What?
I swear.
That's so fucked up.
And I did that shit.
Just
From 2:15 all the way to 4 o'clock, 4:30. And the bus would, you know, when you'd stay late. That was how much time I had.
that's how much time I had.
And I did it. Ask me how much spit I had in my mouth.
Ask me the time I finished.
Honestly,
Oh my
I
God.
was so
that's very
traumatized that I never in my life fucking did a spitball ever again. So I don't even know if that was like a good fucking outcome or not. But that bitch punished me like it was bad. It was bad.
That is so crazy.
And then like in 7th grade, I feel like I started hanging around with a different type of crowd of people. And well, 7th grade at this middle school, this is where you would switch classes. And I remember there was this teacher there. She was new here to Arizona. She was this bigger set lady. And she was also really mean. And well, 7th grade, I kind of gruesome.
yeah.
And one day, I wasn't even there. The people in front of me were talking, and she was like, "I've had it with you. Go outside. gonna talk to you in a minute, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, it wasn't even me. Like, what the fuck? Like, straight
Yeah,
up,
you
like
said
I was
that.
like, I wasn't even talking. Like, why are you even like? She's like, we're not gonna talk about it in class. Like, go outside. Just ask you to go outside. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. And I got up and I fucking like just like I flipped the chair. She was like, you can go to the office. The referral's gonna be waiting for you. And I was like, fuck you. And I walked out.
God,
Never
jeez.
went back. That was my last day. I remember I got to the office. I called my mom. Was like, hey, you know what? Like, this happened, and I did say this, but she like my mom. I don't know. I feel like
She had your back.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
even if I was wrong, you know. But and my mom, she came and she picked me up early that day before the referral could even get to the fucking office, and never went back to that school. She switched me schools like the middle of like 7th grade year, and I went at this time. We had already moved houses anyway, so they were having to drive me from like 83rd Avenue to 47th Avenue every day. So my mom was like, cool, like
This is just a reason
she was
to
like,
get out of there.
yeah, I'll move you schools. And I went to this new school. I went to Desert Horizon, and I was a fucking straight A. That was probably the only year and a half that I was a straight A student.
Was it because you were just trying to make up from like that, or
Kind of, I mean, because I didn't have any friends. Like, I was new to the school. Like, you know, it was like, like,
You
I
couldn't
don't know,
even.
just, yeah, I was just like shy. Like, I didn't really like talk to anybody.
You were shy.
Mm-mm.
Wait, you were shy in high school?
Middle school.
Oh, middle school.
Yeah, I
You-
feel like
Why is she laughing?
no, when I went to this new school, I feel like because I knew nobody, and like the kids there, like they were, I don't know, it was almost like they didn't really want to be my friend, but I think it was just like, oh, there's a new girl in school, you know.
Yeah, gotta talk to her.
And yeah, I feel like I finished really strong, and I feel like I went to high school, and then the rest is history, I guess you can say. But
Well, I mean, that's cool. Your parents had your back, you know. I know my mom probably would have just been like, "Why?
why? Why'd you do that?
Just like, why? Why did you do that?" Tell her why, and then
Beat your ass, and then
she's
be
like,
it's all right.
"Let's go. Let's go somewhere else. Fuck it." I've been spanked before. I've been spanked like twice.
It wasn't even on your butt, huh?
It was. I got spanked really bad one time with the belt. A bare ass.
Whoa, that was a whooping.
Bad.
That was a whooping.
Bad. And then my brother got hit more than me, of course.
Yeah. I definitely
Until one day my mom said, it's so funny because my mom said she knew the day she couldn't hit my brother anymore because she figured out he was like too grown because he like stood up when she was gonna hit him. And then she said he stood up and she was like, you know, just get out of my face because he was just too big.
Right.
Like she's just like smaller than him, gonna hit him. Like, yeah. He was just like, don't even hit, like, do not hit me.
Yeah, I feel like my mom's never been one to like ever really whoop us. So that shit's crazy though. I feel like some parents, oh my gosh,
They go in on their fucking kids.
that shit's
sometimes.
wild though. Like I mean, I get it though. There's some badass kids out there. They really do need a fucking whooping. But you know,
until it turns into abuse, it's like,
yeah.
bitch,
See,
okay, now, oh, like a marking.
yeah,
You know, like it leaves a mark. Like that's crazy. Like
Yeah.
that's, come on now. Like you getting a little
Yes.
both of them. Exactly. Yes. No, that shit's traumatizing too. I just imagine.
Honestly, like, why do you feel like that was like a thing back in the day?
Like the older generation,
Yeah, because I
kiss
feel
that shit. The older generation was like, like they just wanted to fuck you up.
yeah.
Like,
And
But
when they
they
couldn't
think-
fuck you up in public, they'd give you the fucking look, and you knew you were gonna get that shit as soon as you got home or in the car.
like our parents are always like, oh, I got hit with like a wire, or I got hit with the vacuum cord, or like a hanger and shit. Did I say that? A hanger.
No, say it again though.
A fucking hanger. And like
A wire one or like plastic?
probably wire. And like my mom always has stories. She's like, your nana didn't care. She's like, that's why I don't whoop you. They always got to bring it back to
be grateful,
them.
huh?
You end up saying thank you at the end of the fucking lecture. Thanks, mom. Every time. Like, how did we even
Thanks
get to this
for whipping
point?
my ass, mom. I really needed that at the time.
A conversation can do way more than an ass whooping could.
And they like, it's crazy. Like, I'll never forget a time when I heard like a kid will forget an ass whooping, but if you call them names or you say something that really like cut deep, like they'll never forget that, you know?
Yeah. And if you do both, that's abuse.
Take notes, everybody. We're giving you fucking no kids. We're giving you parental fucking advice here.
No, I'm giving my 2 cents in how I was raised.
That shit is wild though, huh? Like,
after my mom hit me like those 2 times, one time I got slapped in the mouth. Another time is when I was like bare ass with the fucking belt. And it was because I was being bad. Like, I deserved it, I guess. I was being bad, but I didn't do it again. That shit worked. I never did it again.
yeah, well. How do you feel about like, let's talk about, since we kind of touched on the pride and we're talking about parents. Do you feel like your mom ever judged you for being who you are?
Can you judge someone in a good way? Does that make sense?
Thank you so much. Girl in the back, thank you so much, girl.
Woo! Doing great, sweetie. All right, let me rephrase that. What I mean is,
No, say what you're gonna say. I mean, I feel like there's not really right or wrong. It's just really how you feel.
I do think she was, because I think she like judged it, but didn't judge me in like a shunning way. Like, she was like, I don't really understand it, but if that's who you're gonna be, then that's who I'm gonna accept, you know? Like, she wasn't gonna love me any different regardless. So like, she didn't, like, my mom, I'm so lucky, like, has not made me feel bad for being gay. Like, she doesn't make me feel like awkward, like anything like that. So, but the initial me coming out to her, she was like kind of shocked, but again, not in a judgy way,
Right.
where it's like, or like, you know, judging me. I didn't never felt like that. Yeah, I think I'm lucky enough to say that.
That is a blessing for sure. As I feel like, how old is your mom again?
She is 46. She just turned 46.
That definitely makes a difference too, though.
I know, because so she's 46.
You know, I feel like the 80s and the 90s, there was like a very big pandemic with like gays, right? So they had that mentality of like HIV, this, that, everything that was about gays, like it was such a bad light.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So it's like that was the era they grew up.
pedophiles.
That was the era they grew up with. Like, so for them to have you, and then like 10, 13 years later, you're like, hey, I'm gay. They're like, fuck no, you're not. Like,
yeah.
because all they ever knew was that, But now, right, 20 years down the line, they might still not be in full terms of acceptance, but they do understand it a little bit better.
Yep.
And they have come to their senses in the light of like, it kind of is what it is.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like that's exactly how my mom is. Like, she's not like, woo, but she's not like, the fuck either.
Yeah.
Like, she just like, I accept it. And
like, would she go to Pride with you?
Oh, she has been with me.
Oh, really?
Yes, she was my first Pride.
Really?
She was my first Pride.
That's huge. Yeah, I think that's
My very first Pride. I was like, Mom, you want to come with me? And I think I wasn't even out yet. No, I was. I asked her to come with me, and she was like, yeah. So she's just very supportive.
That's cool.
But it makes you like, when you get that support, it makes you be like, fuck what everyone else got to say. You know what I'm saying? It's like, my mom got me, so fuck everyone else. Like, I don't care what you say. Like, one time my mom had a boyfriend who was like, your daughter's gay, and I don't like it. Yep.
That's bold.
And then, like, when my mom would, like, leave the room, he would be like, are you gay? And I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, it was so weird. And then I was, like, young. Like, I was probably, like, I was in high school. I was probably, like, 16, 17. And I'd just be like, this is so weird. Like, I don't know what to say. And he'd be like, you are, huh? And I was like, what the fuck? And then my mom would come around and leave. And I'm like, I feel so weird. Like, I don't even know what to say.
That's so weird. She's not with him now.
No.
Fucking weird.
She was like, he was weird.
Any man that questions the person that they're dating's daughter, like, you gotta go. ultimately it comes down of how you're brought up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like my parents obviously were very traditional. So their outlook on very similar to theirs, if not worse, you know, like because my parents were born in the 60s. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, fuck, imagine they went through the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s.
Yeah.
You know, and then, well, obviously I was born in the 90s, but it's like, you know, when I never really came out to them. I never really officially sat down and was like, I'm gay.
This is what it
yeah,
is.
this is who I am. Like, I feel like for the longest time, oh my gosh, that's not why. I feel like for the longest time, I was very, how do you say it? Like, I just would avoid ever even having that type of conversation or anything, you know, and I feel like when I was younger, my dad was very like, oh my gosh, can't fucking stand like gays, like, you know, like he was very anti, like
Yeah.
like, and not to an extent where he would be like, I fucking hate, like, no, but he would just stay away, like he want nothing to do with, like, you know. And my mom, I feel like my mom growing up, she really loved gay guys, like she loved the whole drag, like she had a really good friend that her son was gay, and like he was a gay from like the day he popped out of the womb, like there was fabulous. There was no denying that, like he was always very like feminine, very girly, and like he would dress up, and they would put on shows like for my mom and her friends and stuff. So they, like, you know, to them it was just like, I don't know, maybe to them it was just like comedy. Like, I mean, they didn't even probably even fucking really like acknowledge like they were really expressing themselves, you know, like they took it more so of a joke. But I kind of got caught in action, so it was like, I feel like that my mom was like traumatized, you know, and like I feel like it was the worst feeling because it was like, fuck, like.
Do you think if you like said it before, she would have had a different like reaction?
I don't know. You know, when that incident happened, my dad was like, hey, you know, like, if that's who you are, like, I still love you. But I feel like it was more so of, like, they were, like, fucking, like, they were antagonizing me to, like, say it, like, just say it. Like, you're gay? Are you gay? Like, just tell me the truth. Like, you know, and I was like, no, like, I'm not. Like, and I denied it.
Yeah.
You know, it was, like, the worst feeling because it was, like, fuck, like,
You want to say it for what it is,
But it was, like, I seen how, like, painful, like my mom was going through so much pain, like it was like if I fucking killed someone, you know, and I was like,
yeah, I understand,
you know, so I was like, fuck, and so that subject was never brought up ever again
to this day. That
incident never was brought up for
sure.
Sure.
Okay, I see.
But I mean, now I've had conversations where, you know, I tell them, like, hey, like, I am who I am. Like, you know, I feel like I've had very deep conversations with my dad and my mom. And I feel like it's been even better that it's been at separate times. Like,
yeah,
you know, that was a really big, I wouldn't say, like, traumatic experience for me, but it was definitely a very big moment in my life where it was like, fuck, like, is being gay, like, bad? Or
I remember times, like, like before I came out and like the comments that would be made around me. But like I knew what I was, you know, it wasn't time for me yet to like say anything. And like my mom would be like, God, she'd be like, oh, look at that. Like, look at her hair. Like, don't ever do that.
Like, butch,
don't
like
ever do that
butch,
to your hair. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Or like she'd see like someone dressed more masculine. Don't ever do that.
Yeah.
And then like me knowing who I am and what I wanted to do, I was just like quiet. I could never come out. Like, there's no fucking way because I want to do that. Like, ain't no way I could say anything. But their comments accidentally scared me into tricking me into being like, oh, I don't want to say anything.
Right.
All along, it was better. And like, even your parents, they came around, you know, or a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't want to speak too much. I don't know.
No, yeah, they have. I feel like they definitely have. And I think sometimes it's like the saying, right? Some things are just better left unsaid.
Unsaid. I was just gonna say that. Yeah. Sometimes you know what it is. You know, between you and your family dynamic.
Like,
there's not.
I was just telling her the other day. Like, it's crazy. Like, there's no denying who I am. Like, I would go to school, you know the little, you know, uniform skirts that they
Yeah.
right, the light white button up.
Yeah.
I'd fucking slide basketball shorts under the skirt. As soon as I'd get to school, like I'd take off the skirt and be in basketball shorts all day.
Damn, that's down.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's crazy. Like, that's something my parents don't know, and they'll probably never know, you know? Or maybe they will know someday. Like, I'm not, like, trying to hide that from them, like, forever. But I'm like, that's crazy. Like, I've been this person this whole time, and you don't even know that. But, yeah, you're my mom and my dad. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
See, my mom, did I tell you my mom caught me in boxers?
no, what the fuck?
Yo, I'll try to say it really fast. So one time, like, me and my brother, we used to, like, dance, entertain, like, my mom. And one time she had the video camera out. She was like, dance, dance. And I was by the refrigerator. I start, like, shaking my butt. And I do a fucking handstand. And my shirt, when I did the handstand, my shirt went down.
Up.
Or, yeah, went up.
Yeah.
Dumbass. My shirt went up.
Yeah, it went down.
And
You were upside down.
it's fucking gravity. I did a handstand. Fucking shirt goes up, and I'm wearing my brother's boxers because I wanted to try them on because I liked how they looked. And I was like, "Ooh, I want to be like that." Be
Wait,
like my
did
brother.
you have your chonies under the boxers?
Yes. And so I fucking do it. My mom, she's recording. She's like, I drop back down, and she's like, "Leslie, come here." And I'm like, what
Excited as fuck.
And I have the video. It's hilarious. And I'm fucking like 7, 6. And my mom's like, let me see, turn around. I turn around, and she fucking, like, rips my pants down. And she was like, why are you wearing Isaiah's boxers? And I'm like, no. And I, like, run into my room, and I started crying. But I'm like, I've been this too. Like, it's crazy. Those little hints, and then your parents don't know.
See, like, that's...
She's just a
tomboy. Like,
tomboy.
so innocent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you weren't... Like, yeah, I'm a man.
Yeah,
You know, type of shit. Like,
yeah.
you know, like... But...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you, them basketball shorts, girl, they were
The
like
basketball
fucking
shorts.
motherfuckers look like them long skirts, like
Your dad still wears those. You know the old dad?
Yeah,
Like the older
old
dads, they
school
be
shit.
wearing the gym shorts down here.
that shit's. I remember the drawstring. The drawstring would be like this long because I'd have to tighten it like so fucking bad. That
Were they your
shit, the
dads?
struggle was real, man. Like I'm telling you, I feel like I've come a long way for sure. Shout out to the Girls Like
Thank you guys
Girls
for watching.
podcast. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and
Subscribe. This YouTube channel now.
comment what you think.